Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously. Before we begin the second quarter, I just want to quickly issue for the first time ever a few corrections to the first quarter that was pointed out many times. Firstly, Creation Girl created skates for herself and Saitama with hair. They're only briefly shown, but they're there. Secondly, that Creation Girl reads books, or perhaps one book in particular, to learn how to make new items. I didn't know this as I don't read the manga and it was never mentioned in the anime. Thirdly, that Midnight Lady's arm wasn't longer when frozen, but it was her whip thing. The fourth and final sin removal is that after thinking about it, it's fair to assume that Bakugo did indeed mean don't declare war on Deku as I'm far stronger. So I'll remove 4 sins here because I believe it's fair to do so. Just don't expect it to happen too regularly, and also we may sometimes disagree on others, but that's of course okay. Lastly, I just wanted to reiterate to new subscribers that these videos really are just for goofs and gaffs. This anime is actually my second favourite of all time currently. You can see more opinions on my Twitter at TheHonestGamer or on my anime list, a link for which is in the description. So with that over with, let's get into the next 6 episodes. Starting to speak in English but ending in Japanese. Correction dude, pretty things can have thorns. I'm not saying it's a mistranslation as my Japanese is a little rusty, and by rusty I mean non-existent, but it just sounds better. Also, why would he refer to her as the assassin, as we've never seen anything to justify that specific description of her? Not even her quirk could lead one to describe her in that way. Also, I'm giving a sin for a teacher commenting on the physical appearance of a 15-year-old girl at his school. This guy's got his head on straight. It's always the best idea to ask a girl out before you attack her. Self-confidence issues mixed with just a dash of self-importance and bragging. In short, basically being a douche. But I thought they said if you incapacitate your opponent, for example by using a net gun to stop them from being able to move, that would cause the opponent to lose the match. You get Aoyamagasm. Probably more accurate to say he was knocked the fuck out. If you get punched in a fight, you don't faint, you're knocked out. So there is a bit of a time lag because he announces it first. Unless, of course, he was doing that just for show, but since it's a serious match, I'm gonna go with the former. As was pointed out to me in the comments of the first quarter's episode by user This Is a Name, this dude's quirk is turning himself into steel, and his name translates into literally iron 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 iron. So that's a thing. It seems largely redundant to say good work when he was kinda made a fool out of by running around after Mei only for her to give up after using him to display her inventions. It's almost kind of cruel. Somewhat. Yup. Definitely hero-like and definitely going to be not noticed by anyone or mentioned to any degree by any teachers. Fuck's sake. No.
女の子相手に容赦ないわね、爆豪ちゃん。
To be fair to the guy though, equality and all that, right? Announcing your attack before you've done it, cliché.
一部からブーイングが。しかし正直俺もそう思ったわ。
シラフで言ってんならもう見る意味ねえから帰れ。帰って転職サイトでも見てろ。
To be fair to the people booing though, I can kind of understand their reaction to this. In essence, the event is meant to showcase up-and-coming heroes and their powerful quirks, and as for the viewers, should be fun. So when they see one hero appear to be toying with another with a less powerful quirk, it's only natural as heroes to have this reaction. So I do disagree with him there, but it's mainly getting a sin because the way the anime leaves it is as though he is entirely in the right.
ありがとう、爆豪くん。油断してくれなくて。
And the ironic thing is that if she'd kept her mouth shut and done this whilst appearing as though she's going to attack again, she may have won.
私のできる最大限。全く通じへんかった。
There's been so much heat and fire being thrown in her direction time after time, and yet all of her clothing she's wearing remains entirely intact and without so much as a scorched patch.
リカバリーガールの元へ。
As opposed to the trash bins outside. Robots still come pre-programmed with built-in attitude.
おう、爆豪。なんか大変だったな、悪人面。
What the hell about his personality over the last few months would cause Zero to even think for a second that he was playing the bad guy, as it were? Also, what would even be the point in playing a character during a matchup like that? It's not like they're there to entertain, they're there to win and progress forward with the future in mind. I'm adding 2 sins for that.
組み合わせの妙とはいえ、とんでもないヒールっぷりだったわ、爆豪ちゃん。
うるせんだよ、黙れ。
Why? Why do you think he's playing at being a villain?
勝者霧島くん、2回戦進出。
She said this so fast the rubble didn't even have a chance to fully reach their natural height from the blast before starting to drop.
来たな。
Well, yeah, obviously he's going to turn up for his match, you fucking donut. I love this anime to death, but I do have to point out a sin due to the fact that they've used this single image at least 3 times now that I can recall to demonstrate a rowdy and cheering crowd. I would have personally let 2 occasions go by, but now it's getting just a single sin. As opposed to the fire he said they'd never use? Also for Deku, this is kind of a limited scale of planning and thinking ahead, as it's kind of obvious that Todoroki would use his ice quirk and not, for example, run at him doing the old windmill arms attack.
やっぱそう来るか。
Tip for Deku moving forward, wear f***ing gloves. I mean, I know he wouldn't likely be able to use them without telling anyone, but if he asked a teacher, as we saw before with Ida and the jetpack thing, they do allow stuff. So a simple pair of gloves which would hide his damaged hands from prying eyes would be perfect here.
みんな本気でやってる。勝って目標に近づくために。一番になるために。
You know, the one thing that kind of surprises me in this anime is the lack of people mentioning that they want to be heroes for noble and selfless reasons. It seems the vast majority are only thinking about becoming number 1 rather than stating a wanting need to rescue those in peril and do the right thing. This is getting a sin purely on these grounds, but at the same time I will note Deku's reasons as being noble and his will to always do the right thing by his friends, hence why he's going so far during this match. This will be the anime's first and maybe only neutral sin as I note both the good and the bad. For far more detail on what I loved about this battle and the season in general, be sure to head on over to Anime Wins at the very end of this video and subscribe to catch the first episode when it's released Sunday 13th of August.
でもヒーローにはなりたいんでしょ?
I write this sim whilst fully loving this episode and everything about it, but god damn it, this channel is Anime Sins and I'm supposed to make you all bloody laugh. So here goes. Yet again, a parent in a past memory has their bloody eye stolen from them by the wicked and evil cliche that dictates randomly that parents can't have a set of eyeballs if they're being remembered in an anime. There. Are you laughing yet? Are you happy? Okay, now can I please get back to loving the living shit out of this moment and pouring my heart and soul into the anime Win script I'm currently writing at the exact same time? I mean, I'm killing it over there. Probably the best script I've ever written. You should really take a look when it's released, and don't ask me in the comments. Visit me on bloody Twitter at TheHonestGamer like a real fan and follow me whilst you're there. See how I managed to make you chuckle or outright laugh whilst also doing some lowly self-promotion? If you didn't laugh, show me by leaving a like, and if the like ratio is now as a result of this one sin off the fucking charts, I'll just go cry in the corner of the room. But seriously, love you all. Anyone else getting a very Mikasa Ackerman vibe from this poor woman? I could so easily take this scene out of context by removing the voices or changing the subtitles, and it'd be really funny. But downside would be getting reported to YouTube and having my video age restricted and all revenue cut by like 90%. So okay, as a compromise, I'll add a couple of memes which reflect what I'm referring to and keep things clean for you youngsters out there.
エレンを飢え死になんかさせない。
なんだ。
それからこういう怪我は今後もう治癒しない。
Bitch, just do your job.
もしもし兄さん、天夜だけど。
ただいま任務遂行中で電話に出ることができます。
Older brother has a voicemail message that makes it seem as though if he doesn't pick up, he's always out on a mission. Whereas, what if he's just pooping, left his phone in another room or a car, or is just taking a nap? Unless he's got several messages he has saved for those things, it's as though he's working 24/7 otherwise.
飯田君と徳闇君が勝ち上がってる。やっぱり見たかった。
Your mum's recording it, don't worry bro. Remember she said that at the start of the whole arc. In HD! Ah, they used it a fourth time. Even with panning the image slightly, it's still really noticeable to me because you got that one big lip looking dude at the front which gives it away as being the same each time.
ダークシャドウの弱点知っていたのか。数打って暴いたんだバカ。
Bakugo is a dick and being a dick.
電話だ。
I bet women would love that phone. Nice quirk, but easy way to pick up HIV or hepatitis. Stain is probably so fucking riddled with diseases, they could just leave him a year or two and then they'd find him dead somewhere. Bakugo is still very much a dick being a dick and acting like a dick. Dickhead. This is the same image reversed that I keep talking about. It's just Big Lip Dude that even gave it away as he stands out like fuck.
爆発で氷結を防いでモグラみてえに掘り進めたのか。なけったいな。
Even though his classmate did it versus the robots when he smashed and climbed his way out of one.
轟け！負けるな！頑張れ！緑谷！クソナードが！
Yeah, that damn fucking nerd actively encouraging Todoroki to do literally exactly what you want him to do in the first place. Fucking nerd?
意味ねえって言っただろうがクソが！こんな石なんてこんなの！
Oh, now after that violent outburst, he's definitely going to get a stern talking to. Oh wait, that's fucking right, they don't give a shit at this school if you're a hero that basically acts exactly like a villain. That's no problem for us. Asshats. I seriously wish just bloody once we'd see the Pooh Bear principal having a right go at him for all of this kind of bollocks. Bakugo not putting up more resistance to her knocky outy perfume in order for us to get a little more skin. This dude is definitely coming to work off his rocker on some kind of drug. Maybe mushrooms? Despite not wanting it, Bakugo has still got it in his mouth like a fucking weirdo.
昔を思い出しちまったよ僕は。
わかるわかる。なんか必死な感じね。
Everyone speaks in unison despite all being complete strangers who randomly got involved in a conversation.
遅刻だぞ。遅刻ってまだ予令5分前だよ。遊泳生たるもの10分前行動が基本だ。
Then you yourself were already 5 minutes late, bro. Did he just stop someone's quirk in order to make his eyes red and his hair stand up to gain people's attention?
緑やないな。あんな無茶な戦い方すっから怖がられたんだ。
Whilst I agree that perhaps him getting himself injured by using his quirk and maybe being seen as a little bit reckless as a result of that, I can't help but think that in reality at least one or more agencies would have asked for Deku given the sheer explosive power of his quirk.
最初に変なの来たせいで大喜利っぽい空気になったじゃねえか。
Everyone is randomly thinking the exact same thought at the exact same time.
うわ名前考えてねえんだよなまだ俺。
つけてあげようか。
Saitama with fucking hair! We've sorted this out already!
ジャミングウェイなんてどう？
Oh. Okay then.
二頭追う者は一頭も得ず。
Well, you'd know, Eagle Face. That's an extremely detailed map. Hasn't even got bloody road names on it.
地図の住所は合ってるぞ。
How do you know? The map just said one thing, and that's Gran Torino and an arrow pointing to a shaded box.
That's f***ing bullshit! Never go out loud at all. Come cheer up my nights, come cheer up my nights. It's better to go loud and lost. Incredibly